My name is Dr. George Vargas, art historian and artist. Today, I will describe the mural Aztlán del Norte, created at the Museum of Art at the University of Michigan. The mural speaks to the journeys taken by Mexicans and Mexican Americans or Chicanos, as portrayed in U.S. and Chicano history. Through art, we can better understand and appreciate our shared history of immigration and migration as Americans, especially during these times when immigration is again a hot-button issue. The mural Aztlán del Norte is based on a small painting that I made for the Latino Studies program at U of M. In 2024, I was commissioned by the Museum of Art at U of M to paint the mural. From November 12th through the 15th, I was helped by Mina Marroquin and art professor Nicole Marroquin. The mural was featured in the La Raza show at the Museum of Art. They also designed the two banners that framed the mural. Two serpents symbolize movement and fertility. The Mexican serpent on the left symbolizes the Aztec sun god, Huitzilopochtli. The serpent on the right represents the Michigan horned or feathered serpent. In total, the mural measured 120 inches by 97 inches. To paint the mural, I was inspired by the Aztecs, who migrated from their original home, Aztlán, the place of herons or cranes. The Aztecs, the people of the sun, also called the Mexica, migrated from Aztlán for various reasons around 1100 AD. They were led by their patron god, Huitzilopochtli. He told them to locate their new home by a lake where an eagle perched on a cactus is eating a snake. The Aztecs named their new home Tenochtitlan, ruling over their empire until they were defeated by Hernán Cortés in 1519. The Aztecs became ferocious warriors and mercenaries. They formed one of the largest indigenous tribute empires in the New World. The map shows the vastness of their rich empire. In the center, Diego Rivera painted his view of Tenochtitlan. The Spanish invaders were in awe by the wonders they found in Tenochtitlan, the Aztec capital. My mural includes a temple symbolizing Tenochtitlan. Near the temple, an Aztec trader or Pochteka carries a bundle of trade goods. The Pochteka were long-distance traders, merchants, who traveled throughout Mexico. They also created a vast trade network that extended into what is now known today as the U.S. Southwest and also into the U.S. Midwest. They even traded with the indigenous peoples in Michigan. Here, a golden eagle symbolizing Huitzilopochtli guides our family car from Texas to Michigan, where we hope to find better jobs and schooling. Along the way to El Norte, my parents worked in fields to support ourselves. Finally, my father left the field for the factory in Michigan. The god of learning and the arts, the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, coils around a baby. The baby signifies our future. The children show diversity and inclusion. The mitten, or hand of Michigan, represents labor and creativity. In the top right, an ionic column stands for U of M, where I earned my 3 degrees. It was here at U of M that I rediscovered my Mexican roots and was inspired to become an art historian of American and Chicano art. In my studies, I discovered strong connections between the ancient Mexicans and the indigenous peoples in Michigan. For example, in architecture, the Pyramid Temple in Mexico inspired the mound builders in Ohio and in Michigan. The ancient Mexicans also contributed their knowledge of agriculture, medicine, pottery, and even rock art to the indigenous tribes in the Great Lakes and in Michigan. Our family's journey historically reflects the Mexican diaspora that began after the Spaniards invaded and conquered ancient Mexico. And it continues today as millions of Mexicans and Chicanos journey throughout North America in search of work. For decades, many immigrants and migrants have labored as farm workers to feed America. Some even risk their lives and health in jobs many Americans refuse due to low pay and dangerous conditions. In my mural, a worker assembles cars, hopefully receiving decent wages. Migrating to Detroit, Mexicans and Chicanos shifted from field to factory, joining a multicultural workforce in El Norte, or Aztlán del Norte. Workers of various races and ethnicities worked together to assemble a 1932 Ford as captured in Diego Rivera's famous Detroit industry frescoes at the Detroit Institute of Arts. I believe it's one of his best murals, aesthetically and technically. Aztlán del Norte, the mural, interprets my trajectory in life from field to factory to the university. As in the past, waves of Mexicans and Chicanos today seek to live the American experience, to improve their lives in El Norte, Aztlán del Norte. Despite anti-immigrant, anti-migrant backlash, they want a better life through hard work, wanting the American dream, like all of us. Like the family depicted in Luis Jimenez's piece, Cruzando el Río Bravo, crossing the border, no steel wall stops them. For those Chicanos born in the U.S., they also must struggle for equity and equal opportunity. Aztlán del Norte was the first ever mural painted by Michigan Latinx artists at the Museum of Art at U of M, honoring Latinx peoples and their contributions to the state of Michigan. I tried to honor them in my art, as in the button that I also designed and gave away free during the opening of La Raza show at U of M. Here, the Aztec eagle arises from the university. In conclusion, my message is contemporary Mexicans and Chicanos and other Latinx peoples represent the new color and culture of a new America.